CBSE allows the configuration of as many scenes as required. A scene is nothing but a list of actions that will be executed in a certain order whenever the triggering event occurs. In order to access the Scenes module, we go to the menu Modules, Scene Control. We then find the configuration window for the scenes. To create a scene, let us press the button Add, and a form will be displayed. We introduce a name to identify the scene. We define whether the scene shall be editable by the final user from the visualization or not, and whether it will be enabled. Next, we can generate the list of actions that will be executed once the scene is launched. There are two types of actions, the ones that send a value to the process point and those that establish a delay between the former. In order to add process point actions, we press the button Add Process Point. A new line is added to the list containing the action's data. We select the process point, also the value to be sent to that process point, and we indicate whether this action shall be executed or not. That is, we can even disable one of the actions in the scene temporarily. So as to add a time delay between process point actions, we press the button Add Function. In the new line, we establish the time in seconds, and we indicate whether the action will be executed or not. Moreover, we can assign the scene to a category. Categories allow for a better overview of the scenes, as well as an improvement of the system's control. We can define the access level of each user to the specific categories. If we wish to see the available categories, we press the button Search Category. The list of categories opens up. From here we can add, delete, edit or duplicate the categories by pressing the appropriate button. For instance, we press the button Add in order to create a new category, and a form will be displayed. We enter the name of the category and press the button Save to store it. If we wish to link the scene to a category, we select it from the list and press on the button Accept. Once all the fields have been filled in, we press Save in order to store the scene. It will then appear in the list of scenes. There are two ways to execute the created scenes: manually, by the user, from the visualization, and automatically after the conditions of a triggering event have been met. We can configure the triggering events by going to the tab Events, accessible from the top side. We can create an event with the button Add, and a form will be displayed. Let us select the process point whose status will determine the execution of the scene, and also indicate the condition and the value that must be achieved by the status of the process point so that the scene is executed. We can also configure a condition to record. In this case, we can replace the values of the action that take place in the scene with the system's current statuses. Finally, we will select the scene it will act upon. And finally, we will press the button Save. Thank you for your attention.